And we are off on the first match of the finals of Division B. Supernova, do you not want to take sides, or you're afraid of losing the channel points? A little bit of anxiety, perhaps? I see, I see.
You have friends?
Well, Corona is very clean capturing the movement so far, getting the buffered spin pound out of the cutscene. That can be an awkward one sometimes. TwiistedDuck with an awkward spin pound, yeah.
Yep, Cappy being their classic self.
Yeah.
While we're here in Cappy, don't remind you, there is a fundraiser that we're holding for UA right now. You can get to the link via !donate in the chat. We will be reading out any donations that you give. $5 minimum to enter for a t-shirt. Also, the largest donation will automatically get a t-shirt.
J-Salmon losing the lead now, had a really failed left side attempt, so TwiistedDuck back in the lead now with a pretty fast topper fight as well. Nice spin pound throw. A nice spin throw. Not much time difference at all. 4 to 5 seconds tops.
Part of me is thinking just the plugin is now broken or something, because TwiistedDuck was literally talking about updating their plugin before the race.
Yeah, let's see if either of them go for Dino Skip. TwiistedDuck not opting for it, taking the much more race-safe route, as well as J-Salmon. J-Salmon barely getting into that Dino Skip hitbox. Both of them make it up into the Madame Brutal fight.
I mean, it's wider than you think.
Yeah.
You can bonk into the ledge and still make it.
Oh, J-Salmon messing up the fight a little bit, taking damage, gonna be losing a lot of time here. If you mess up the fast fight at all, it can cost a lot more time than you think.
Yeah, it definitely does throw people off.
TwiistedDuck not going for a chest clip here either. Doesn't need it. Both these runners definitely looking towards the more safe early game strategies. Sam looking around a 10-second deficit.
We did the same thing. We both kept silent and both check on the split from outside out of Cascade. So yes, I agree with your assessment that there.
Alright, I can count.
Good job. 11 seconds to be exact.
Good climb up to the Chapel Moon from TwiistedDuck after tossing the seed in the pot.
Yeah, J-Sam and I just realized it was gonna be cutting it so close within like a few seconds of their DSTA.
Yeah, that timing's got to be really tight. Moon does spawn though, he'll be alright for now. First try spin pound on the Doom Moon. Clean climb up onto the arch from Duck. Salmon matching it.
Looks like a solid setup for the Sandram. And yep, definitely gonna make that. And looking to set up their own. That should never mind.
Ooh, yeah, nope.
It was still kind of iffy. The hat seemed kind of low anyway, but also the fact that bonking into the wall.
Yeah. Oh, value dive. TwiistedDuck moving on even further onto the east pillar.
I just call it the Lone Pillar because I believe that is its name.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Okay, TwiistedDuck onto the music notes in the Oasis. Looks like a good setup.
One spin throw?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just barely off. J-Salmon kind of to it now. After its ground pound move. They miss twice. thrice, 4 times. That's the most amount of times I've seen ground pound moon for the Oasis.
Alright,
And
5th time's the charm.
yeah, typically you don't see people messing up that ground pound moon. Like, you know, the first one on the top of the like the sand heap just outside of town, that one can get in trouble with that one.
Yeah.
Usually,
No, on
you
that
don't
one,
see that
people
many
usually
tries.
just readjust after they miss it once, but...
Yeah.
I'm looking a little unhappy right now.
Makes sense. They're about 20 seconds apart now.
Yeah. See how late goes, though? Could be a couple mechanical issues from Duck. Okay. Commentator's cursed. Missed the spin pound. Nice fault. Oh. Alright, let's see how this late clip setup goes. Third try on the cap throw, but maintains out of bounds and hits the checkpoint.
And Sam will be coming up to it now. Interesting camera angle that they already have going.
Slightly faster late clip from Salmon, also maintains out of bounds and hits the checkpoint flag.
That was a very good lake. Seems that Chet was able to bless him properly. I also just realized something now. With the, like, there used to be camera manipulation for, like, with how you move
Oh, with the
before you
cheap
capture the
Jeep,
zipper.
yeah.
But, like, now that you just port to the flag, you don't technically need to be doing that crazy camera stuff. You can do whatever you want with the camera, because, you know, the cheap Jeep just go back to its original cycle when you port.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know, I guess what they're used to at this point. But yeah, you really can do whatever you want with that camera if you're doing late clip. I'm wrong? Apparently I'm wrong. Because I thought you did it to manipulate the cycles of the Cheap and
Yeah, that is...
and Dory, which, like, when you port to the flag, you don't, you know, it wouldn't, that just starts it all over.
Yeah, your camera angle up to the zipper becomes irrelevant since
Yeah.
teleporting would restart the cycle. Alright, into Wooded Kingdom now, an incredibly mechanically depth kingdom, or mechanically deep kingdom. A quick 2 moons from Duck, though.
Also just realized that J Salmon is exactly 100 coins right now.
Yeah, if you're a couple coins short here, you can roll through a bush, but...
Yeah.
It is very, very tight. Good nut from Duck. Nut clip looks to be good. Out of bounds. He's up. Little bit of an awkward climb up, but out of there nonetheless. Good spin pound into another nut. As he roll cancel into the fourth nut. And Duck is on his way. J-Salmon also with a strong nut clip.
And also did a dive to the side as a precaution to make sure they made it back in bounds.
Strong Water Kingdom so far from both the runners.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially in a race setting, as long as that clip goes well, you're feeling good about yourself.
Really solid FRS from TwiistedDuck.
Yeah, it was beautiful. If any of your spacing is off there, it becomes really, really hard to regain your control. See if Salmon can match it. Triple jump is good, nice vector. Slightly different movement with no roll cancel, but Salmon also making it up to the top as well.
Keep being on the same wavelength, you and I.
No, that roll cancel out of the maze is hard. I agree.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous to watch that happen because you can fall into deep woods so easily.
Not something that I do.
Okay.
His cycle is looking good.
By the way, thank you Raidex for the raid. I mean, it hits the cycle. Duck looks happy about that. And apparently that was 1 second off their gold. Even though they didn't like that wooded at all.
Too good. Okay, Salmon, nice fast pipes as well. Good first fast hat. And the third connects as well. J Salmon goes for the safer first phase. Not a bad idea at all.
Oh, and
Ooh.
misses fast outs on second phase. I'll give a happy birthday to Eden.
Happy birthday, Eden. What a legend. TwiistedDuck doesn't get the capture return jump, but he still makes it up nonetheless.
Really nice Lost Kingdom right now from Twisted. This is looking pretty good.
Yeah. If any tiny thing goes wrong, then you're almost guaranteed dead, so...
You know 0 people in February? You now know me. I'm February 9th. And my mother. And her father. A lot of Februaries in my family.
There you go. Nice cage triple from Duck. Very good Lost overall. Under the bridge works out well for him.
Yeah, happy birthday, chat. I kind of want to know what that lost was for Twisted. That looked really good.
Yeah, that was really solid. Page triple connects as well for Salmon. Good spin pound dive under the bridge. And the up throw dive. Styling on us. Bonks it in the tree. Very good movement towards the girder moon from Duck so far. My sister's a June birthday, I don't know.
Same. This is weird.
Yeah. Really clean night metros so far from both runners. This can sometimes be a tricky kingdom.
Definitely.
That tower climb is definitely one of the more mechanically intensive portions of this part of the run.
Eden, it is on a slideshow, so it'll just cycle eventually to a different picture. There's not any thought about, I guess, for this specific one. Yeah, I do see the problems. Although we do have black outline. Duck working through their Mecha Wiggler.
Little awkward. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that grouping up top was really nice.
Duck in chat asking why this is PvP.
He is a gamer, true. We've now gone to the Mushroom Kingdom background where you're on some sand and water, so...
Yep.
It will get better eventually.
It's slightly more readable. Looks like a very solid Mecha Wiggler. Or never mind. Jason,
Yeah.
there it goes. I thought they were going to be able to finish it off before it stops.
Good clip.
Ooh, not going to be able to successfully do a drive-by. Is on their second lap of the cage.
I'll take the slow setup now. Should be easy money.
J-Salmon able to get their drive-by.
Nice, that's going to be a significant time save for him. Into the slots machine.
And people blaming me for the missed scoot clip, and honestly, that wasn't that bad. Like, that wasn't that much time lost to scoot clip. It was decent, but like, I feel like I can't completely kill the PB.
About 40 or second or so lead.
It was 15 seconds, never mind.
See how the bullet building goes? This has to be very clean and snappy. Oh! The up throw doesn't capture the bullet bill for Salmon. Gonna be taking another pretty significant time loss here. Able to get up and capture the moon. Or, collect the moon. But still not a mistake that you want to see right now.
Oh, and Duck missing the moon over the pool. That moon always screws my depth perception.
Yeah, it's rough. Duck looked really shocked about that as well. Makes up for it with a good snipe, though. Rather clean people room from Duck. And he'll be on his way out of Day Metro. Duck Pog, Duck Pog.
I missed it, damn it.
Yeah, just over 40-second lead in favor of Duck right now. Still recoverable though. The run only gets harder from here.
Jason is about to enter his area.
Let's see how the clip goes for
That
Duck.
is not gonna make it.
No. Blowy Joey cycle. Looks to be good. There we go.
Yeah, makes the Typhoon room.
Ooh.
Oh, a bit low. Yeah, a little bit of a mess up on the jump towards the wall.
Truly unfortunate. Jason, Urban Arts. Urban Arts. Did someone say Urban Arts?
You mean that organization which we are currently doing a fundraiser for, and the tournaments that you're watching are sponsored by Urban Arts?
And if we hit our new goal of $500, then you can give it to these children. So it's a program that essentially gives children, especially from lower income communities and lower opportunity communities, to get into college and in the field of computer science and programming, things like that. So our next milestone is giving them, those kids in the program, 3 college applications and SAT prep and testing. Great opportunities for these children that you're creating.
Goombas didn't want to land on the button for Duck. Had to go back for him.
Otherwise, solid manipulation of Mario over that gap. That triple jump can be kind of tough to learn with the momentum in the ice.
Don't remind you of college apps in test prep? Well, I'm glad to tell you that 100% of the people of the students who go through Urban Arts program do get into college. So, fantastic course, and dude, that's a test and prep. Definitely a great part of Urban Arts, I'm sure.
%, yes. Very nice jump there from Duck. Snowdram can be kind of tough, especially in a race setting, but very clean. These runners are very practiced.
There we go. That's a much better slide for the for the chat. Oh, Salmon gonna be a little bit late on the on
little
that
bit
and
of gamer
undocked.
rage.
I think they undocked their Switch for a second.
Yeah, just a bit. The gamer rage too powerful. Yes, the Switch was undocked momentarily.
Oh, and fails it again.
Oh. There's not much you can do here other than just keep reattempting. There's no backup moons outside.
Yeah. That looks good. But yeah, it's gonna lose about 30 seconds for Salmon. She drops on Snowdram. Oh! Messed up cap bounce. Oh, keeps getting it where the cap bounce is above, just above the low ceiling.
Yeah, the ceiling is really awkward sometimes. Just
True.
finally going with the safe single jump into the cap dive. No clip, unlucky Eden. Yeah, in a race setting like this, Duck has to kind of, or Salmon rather, has to put his head down. Kind of grind through the emotional drain of being on a run like this.
TwiistedDuck setting up for fish clip. Gets it, no problem.
Able to stay out of bounds very nicely and immediately into the Sphinx room. Okay, Salmon gonna be setting up for a fish clip of his own soon. Looks to be good.
Yep, easy every time.
Also able to stay out of bounds, not an issue.
A good salt triple from TwiistedDuck for eating his luncheon.
Yeah, that jump is definitely tighter than it looks. Really tight Spewart fight from Duck. Duck dedicating this Luncheon Kingdom to the burnt bagel. Burnt bagel, don't let us down.
Yes, if this Luncheon Kingdom goes horribly wrong, you know who to blame.
Salmon's beginning movement very clean as well. Duck with a good cycle on the Potodoodle. Catches it right away. See, as Forkscrew rooms goes, this room can be very, very quick and speedy. Good cameraman nip. Spawn the cap thrower thingamajig in the right spot.
Yeah, not gonna make that. Nice rage capture modes.
No, that's how you force an upward. The trick jumpers taught me that one.
Yeah, it's true. That's you know, that's you know, I saw Trihex asking about trick jumping earlier on Twitter, and I was like, this is truly the end of days.
Oh, yeah. Very methodical hammer bro section from Duck. Salmon will be going for a forks room of his own. See if he can save a little bit of time here. Nice spin pendant to the vault there. So yeah, as TwiistedDuck closes out his Luncheon Kingdom, I suppose there were really only 2 or 3 minor mistakes. So looks like you're safe for today, Bagel.
Yeah, I don't know. That ledge grab was pretty significant. By the way, we just got $10.69 from Devious of the DD, saying if you use light mode Twitter or Discord, I am severely sorry for your retinas. I definitely agree with that statement.
Oh yeah, especially in a time like... Well, I suppose it's not that late for me, but... You know.
The worst is, I was using Slack at work, and I had to switch back to light mode Slack for a second so I could take a screenshot that looked clearer for my coworker.
Oh,
And
man.
it woke me up. I was it was
Yeah.
like towards the end of the day of the workday, and I'm like, oh boy, that my eyes. Hello.
Alright, so TwiistedDuck switching games momentarily. Any Elden Ring enjoyers out there?
I'm sure there are some. I'm not one of them. I didn't buy it. I'm not really. Souls legs aren't really for me.
I just spent all my money on a new PC, so... None to actually buy anything to play on it.
That is the true adult problem right there.
I don't do new popular things or Souls games. Yeah, Mario games from 5+ years ago are definitely more our speed.
I mean, Devious, you seem good for the t-shirt. You still are the top donor.
This is true. T-shirt go Burr.
Yep, still the top donor. No one has given a larger amount than $50. If you do, you will automatically get the t-shirt instead of being entered into a raffle. The minimum $5.
Oh, he has a contingency plan.
Jason, considering it's your giveaway that you set up, it's probably just up to you.
Yeah.
Like, from what I understand from Saren, you're the one who wanted to give away t-shirts, so...
You're asking the wrong people. We just work here. Alright, Twisted entering the last 2 kingdoms of the run. This is surely where things get a little stressful.
Devious, Jason was obviously getting into the YouTube Shorts game. Very important meta.
True, the only long-form videos anyone watches anymore is Summoning Salt.
Yeah. It's the only ones you should watch. Saren, I know it's a bad take. I am secretly, actually not secretly at all. I am pretty much addicted to YouTube. I have like 300 channels that I subscribe to. It's kind of ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. Watch Super Mario Odyssey's very own Advanced does tutorials on high-level Mario Odyssey speedruns. Change of pace, great series. Oh, the 1-2 combo on Duck. Bonk into the bomb.
Yeah, actually, that was a lie. It's been a while since I've cleaned out my subs. I need to do that again, because I'm at 600.
That's a big number, Troy.
It is a big number.
Dram looks good from Duck. Captures the spark pylon and he's on his way. Alright, Harriet first, Topper first. What do we think? I am a Harriet first gamers. Where are my Harriet first gamers in chat? We're a rare breed nowadays.
Deus, I probably would have around 1,000 if it wasn't for the fact that I continuously prune it because I hate how big it is.
Thank you, Jason. Yeah, there we go. That's what I like to see.
Like, there would be a ton of channels that I'd be sub to that just don't post videos anymore.
TwiistedDuck with some awkward cap throws on the Harriet fight, but turns out alright in the end. Not too much time lost. Dude, first person Harriet is not acceptable. I mean, I understand it's faster because like your hat's directly in position there, but oh, I didn't consider that one to use.
I mean, I've heard from people who picked up Sarbomba that it's actually easier than first person Harriet.
Oh, that's true. There is a legendary third contender.
But unfortunately, yeah, there's still no tutorial for Sarbomba, so... Tyrone's keeps saying he'll release it, and then never does.
Bagel. This is a banger track. One of the best. There are a lot of good songs in this game, to be fair. Wooded Kingdom might be my favorite video game track of all time. See how the mech fight goes. It's gonna be a point of time loss and contention for a lot of people. Duck's looking good for the first two at the very least. Yeah, Sarbomba is really weird.
Really cool.
It is very cool.
I'm surprised it took us so long to find, honestly.
Alright, target acquired, here we go. Beautiful mech fight from Duck. He's feeling very... The Duck Dab coming out. So not only have we gotten a Duck Pog today, we've gotten a Duck Dab. That's how you know he's in his element and ready to do some gaming.
Yeah. very important that they're ready to do some gaming, because we still have at least one more race after this as well.
This is true. See if Salmon can match it.
Oh, gonna miss Topper. Luckily staying on top of the mech, though.
Yeah, he's gonna be alright for now.
And not gonna be doing target acquired.
Yeah, nice comfy Harry at last. That's just fine. Does not fall off the mech. Just a reminder while we're in these cutscenes to go ahead and follow the runners. Is that the wrong command? Or is the bot just being a little slow? Racers. Oh, man.
Yes, it's exclamation point racers.
My bad. I've messed it up now, but please do follow the racers.
But the bot is also slow. That did take like a visible 10 seconds for the bot to respond to the racers command.
Do Moon Cave, yeah. Moon Cave is actually very, very fun. Is that like a category extension? Is doing Moon Cave?
I don't believe it is.
Because I find Moon Cave very, very fun. Or maybe it's reverse Moon Cave, it's a category extension.
Nobody likes the Madame Brutal fight.
Cave isn't seeing? Yeah. I'm gonna be going for a clean moon skip. Works out just fine for him. And is on his way to fight Bowser. You weren't supposed to tell them about the script.
You weren't supposed to tell them that there was a script. You weren't supposed to confirm it.
Forget the script, get the W.
It's a good point. Salmon with a very clean vector there.
Yeah, that was really nice. What are those mysterious characters being sent in chat? I can't decipher their real meaning.
Yeah, I can't spell.
And with a Queen Moon Cave skip of his own. But TwiistedDuck is going to need to make a pretty major mistake here to lose the lead at this point.
As TwiistedDuck is going to be finishing off Bowser pretty much just as Salmon starts it. If everything goes to plan, TwiistedDuck should be looking at a 101. High 1. This. Thank you for the raid, AC Money.
Much appreciated.
Telling the races to go for 2 ESS.
I have to
TwiistedDuck,
invalidate the results of this race, to be honest with you.
Not even an attempt from TwiistedDuck, and isn't even able. Yeah, isn't even able to get 2D skip.
Dude, he didn't know 2DS or 2DS. It's like 2DSSS, man.
Yeah.
Not gonna have much of an impact on the results of the race, however. I'm gonna be moving into Pillar's room. Duck knows what happened the last time 2DSS was attempted. Nice fireballs on that first pillar.
Except it still doesn't fall down.
Yep.
There it goes.
Odyssey moment.
TwiistedDuck gonna be able to make it center of Pillar's room, and yep, just spamming their claws to the camera. Looks like they will be getting the first win of this finals match. Getting a 101.45.
GG's in chat for TwiistedDuck. Very solid race time. A best of 7.
You would need to pay me for that.
Yeah, I agree. I also did not know that there's a rhythm to the claw mashing.
Jasalmon going to be finishing out with a low 103.
GG's for him as well, as we'll move into race 2 shortly.
Tryblocks, please keep the chat busy for a bit as I go get some more water.
I got you. So yeah, just a reminder that this is a best 2 out of 3, so we may see Salmon take this next race and move us into a race 3 for more Mario gaming. That would be very exciting. Whoa, that's a lot of passion in the chat from Salmon. You know, I respect it though. He cares about the game and he's ready to play it. Beat it another time. $69 Snowdram category extension went. Alright, thank you for the interview, Salmon. Mucho appreciado, my dude. You know, sometimes that's all we need. We play through the game once, warm up, shake a little nerves off. The Curse of SMO. That's supposed to be like an under the table kind of thing. Only
Oh, no.
SMO players are supposed to know about that.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm sorry, Allison. It's just, Jay Salmon said that's my interview right below his paragraph about his analysis on the run. With that being said, though, we will be taking a short break here, let the runners get some water, get some food, and perhaps you should get some water and a little bit of snack as well for this next race coming up very shortly, 10 to 15 minutes probably. Run some ads to get the pre-rolls out of the way. And just a reminder that we are running this event for the Urban Arts program to help people and children out of low income and low opportunity communities get into the field of computer science and coding and video game design. And your donations help to provide them with the materials and the funding that they need to have a future in this increasingly important industry. Very appreciated, everyone.
Hi, I'm Lars Flores. I'm an undergrad at Columbia University, and I'm an alumnus of Urban Arts Partnership. So I would say primarily the programming classes I received at Urban Arts definitely prepared me for my computer science classes in college, but beyond that, I would say that the community at Urban Arts definitely fostered a sense of confidence in me as a person of color, as a queer student, and as a first-generation low-income student, since I previously didn't believe that STEM would have that room of inclusivity for me.
Urban Arts helped prepare me for college by giving me a lot of experiences working both independently and collaboratively with other people to make really cool games, and taught me how to put my all into creative projects, and that helped me put together a very strong portfolio for college.
The best part about being in the urban arts community is the people that you meet. A lot of the people here have the same interests as me, so in the future, making friends here will benefit me and them and everyone around, because we all benefit from each other by gaining skills that other people had that I may need.
Urban Arts helped me see myself differently by showing me that I can be a good leader. In the studio program, I was assigned the role as project manager, and fulfilling that role for the first time actually helped me realize that I have good leadership skills, and it really helped me to develop them.
No, I didn't.
Alright, everyone, we have returned with more Mario action. We're getting ready for Race 2 of the Super Mario Odyssey 90% Open Division B Finals between TwiistedDuck and jasalmon. TwiistedDuck just took a win against Salmon here with the 101.45, very solid race showing. Both the runners are ready for a second race very shortly here. I am also joined by Troy of Athens. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good. And yeah, both players just keeping their hands warm. jasalmon practicing their luncheon. TwiistedDuck on a wooded practice. Looks like we'll be ready to go shortly. Yo, TwiistedDuck with the brisk can.
Brisk is a very solid beverage, but are there
It
any
is.
Arizona iced tea enjoyers out there?
Oh, I love Arizona iced tea. Good stuff
Yeah.
too. But brisk is a good time if you just want to drink straight sugar. You know.
Oh yeah. You know, there's a time and a place for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a best of 3 devious. Oh, my bad.
I will leave.
Saren's running the show. Well, we signed up for 3 races max, so if TwiistedDuck wins 4, we should get paid for at least the 1 extra.
Yeah, makes sense.
The racer's not able to coordinate their brakes, their technical difficulties, perhaps. Not optimizing the workflow here, but I suppose they're using all their time-saving techniques in the game, moving the red man, so it can be excused.
I'm just gonna go back to playing Under the Gungeon or something. I don't know. I
Oh,
just
okay.
unlocked the bullet. Like I've got some progress to make. I gotta defeat his past. Gotta defeat the bullet's past. Just gonna be waiting for TwiistedDuck to come back.
They're just making sure chat has time to get extra prepared with their water and their snacks like I told them to.
Yeah, get extra prepared. Get extra, you know, check in on their bank account to see if they can give any money to the fundraiser that we got going on.
Urban Arts. Did someone say Urban Arts?
I did not, but I did mention that the Urban Arts is part of this tournament. They do help. They do help put it together. And we are currently running a fundraiser for them. Our next goal that we're working towards is $500, which will help get 3 college applications and SAT test and prep. And the largest donation during that fundraiser will get a T-shirt automatically, and then we'll also be giving away a T-shirt with a $5 minimum to enter the giveaway for that one. Exclamation point donate in the chat. And I believe we do have Duck back now. Okay, and it looks like the second race is underway.
Runners are off, starting off the Cap Kingdom. Both runners nailing the early movement. A frog being a little bit weird for J Salmon. He's just as confused as I am. Hopefully it doesn't bother him too much though. Let's see how the left sides go. Last race it became a bit of an awkward movement for both runners, but alright. Both of them making it up there very cleanly. Should be a much tighter race overall, much closer. Very excited to see it. Chat, are you excited to see this tight race between J Salmon and TwiistedDuck settle the battle of what animal is truly faster?
I mean, salmon swim upstream.
That's true.
That's
Imagine
pretty fast.
salmon swam downstream, they'd zoom, bro.
Yeah.
Ducks can also walk, though, perhaps a little bit more versatile.
I mean, it's been a while since I've seen a duck run.
That's true, that's true. Will salmon give us a game 3? That is the real question. Extremely minor lead on Duck's side, 3 to 4 seconds tops. Salmon listening to comms now, very exciting.
Hi, salmon.
Both runners still opting for no DSS. Much safer option. DSS is a very high level trick as it is. Not something you'd expect from a race. No, Twisted is a true gamer. No PB is a fluke. Both Madam Brood fights going very well for the runners. Everyone picking up all 3 of those fast strats. Yeah, J Salmon even mentioning that this is a far better start than he had last race. TwiistedDuck and Salmon both climbing up to get that moon over the cliff. Moving that camera upwards, make sure that the moon actually spawns in, because spawning this game is heavily based off the camera position, so if you're not looking at that moon, then there's a chance if you're fast enough you dive right through it, and that becomes an issue.
Yep. This game has a frequent habit of punishing you for being too fast.
It really, really does.
Sorry, you're just too good at the game. It's not allowed.
Certainly not. Alright, moving into Sand Kingdom now. It's been said that the run truly begins here. Lots of things that can go wrong, but both runners are going to be making their DSTA timings very comfortably.
Ooh, Jason having a little bit of trouble getting on top of the buildings here in town. And gonna miss the bird cycle as a result. Gonna have to catch them.
Oh no,
Oh, never mind!
That up throw must have hit it when he was
Yeah,
diving
that
up
up
to
throw
the
just
chopper.
barely hit it, yeah.
Dude, he's a clean gamer.
Yeah, I mean, with us not having sound, it was not really possible for us to tell if that bird was if that bird was taken or not.
Yeah, no, that was really clean.
Yeah. Insane backup from Salmon.
For sure. Up on top of the dune. First try spin pounds for both runners. Clean arch climbs as well. Really, so far, this beginning has been coming down to the really small differences, but perhaps a change of the lead and Sand Dram.
Both players able to pull it off. It's really nice to see. Jay Salmon wasn't able to get it last race, so good to be seeing it this time around.
About a 5-second lead for Duck here, as he moves his way up to between a rock and a hard place. First try spin pound on that tricky dune for Duck. See how the mound goes for Salmon. Very, very clean. Solid notes from Duck. Jay Salmon gonna save a little bit of time off of it though. Yeah, Jay Salmon feeling much happier about what's going on this race.
Makes a lot of sense. That is a very good split from both players.
Yeah, very, very solid stuff. Like I said, it's gonna be a hype race. Very, very tight. These gamers are in their element.
Sam giving the thumbs up to the camera.
Woo!
About a 5-second difference. Out of Sand.
See how these late clips go for these runners. Both of them got it pretty quickly last time. Hey, Salmon.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, actually, yeah, leg clip's important. I'll say it after. Looks good for TwiistedDuck. Very quick setup for that one. Salmon on it now.
A little bit of a slower, more awkward time with it, but maintains out of bounds, snags the checkpoint, and is on his way.
Alright. So yeah, now I can talk about that. I wanted to mention that, talk about upsets in these tournaments, the unexpected things. Salmon, going into this tournament, was the 19th seed.
He really has worked his way up to the top in these
Absolutely.
finals. And TwiistedDuck was actually the first seed. He went undefeated in his group stage. So we're very solid.
Yeah, definitely a tough opponent for Salmon to be facing, but like I said, they made it this far.
Yeah, he's maintaining pretty solid pace behind him, not too crazy. This race especially is going to come down to the really small details, though.
So true.
Entering the Wood Kingdom now. The Kingdom of the Nuts. And the Rocks. Nothing too crazy here. Both runners meeting the coin requirements for this kingdom comfortably. Such a cool piece of movement to see done quickly. Oh, TwiistedDuck having a little bit of trouble with the uproot getting up top to the moon. Again, like I said, it's going to come down to those small little gap closers. We'll see how the nut clips go for both these racers, though. That will lead to a pretty significant deficit if either miss it. TwiistedDuck's out of bounds looks good. Makes the climb up to the second moon. Salmon doing the same. Bit of a slower camera setup to stay safe. Not a bad thing at all, though. Solid nut breaking from all of these runners. Oh, Salmon taking a little bit of a stun there. Not able to get a dive out before he lands on the ground. Gonna be stun locked for a little while there. Not too much time lost though, and he's just gonna go into the red maze. Duck again with the spin pad out of the maze. We mentioned it last race, that can get really sketchy at sometimes, but Duck's very, very comfortable with it, obviously.
Oh, nearly falling off the edge of that triple jump, having to improvise some movement and not working out for them as J-Salmon slowly creeping up.
Yeah,
and
J-Salmon,
J-Salmon, yeah, getting to the nut first, gonna be able to get it.
Duck almost
Or
falling
if
off.
Duck gets it, and wow, that is going to be a lead change for this second race. And TwiistedDuck missing the triple jump off the gate and gonna take a death.
He takes a fall down. This is a very, very significant lead for Salmon now. TwiistedDuck gonna have to go with a bit of a different Flower Road skip here. Gonna do a cap vault, not gonna be an issue in terms of getting over, but the race has swung very much in favor of Salmon now. But yeah, especially in this game, like, the smallest things can throw you off, and...
I mean, we always talk about how difficult wooded can be and how often it can swing races.
It really does. Nice little bounce on the Talkatoo. That is true, that is one of the best places to die in Wooded, I suppose, and he did not fall into deep woods.
As long as you grab the checkpoint.
Alright, we're gonna see a pipe room entry from J-Salmon here. See how he gets this cycle. Usually not too hard once you get it down, but then, especially with all these cycle heavy sub areas, it can be tough if you mess anything up. The Wooded ILs finally paid off. Yes, they did. Bit of a spoiler here. Very clean pipe room. I-14. Holy.
Damn. That is a great...
Yeah, that's a really solid time. Salmon is gaming out here for sure. Not quite a gold, but still. Very solid showing, especially in a race from J-Salmon. You love to see it, and he is able to maintain his lead. J-Salmon's fight with Bowser going better than the last race. Duck, taking another fall in Cloud. It's gonna further the gap between the two racers. Not much of a reaction from him though, staying stoic, perhaps, trying to save his mental. And he is able to get the first fast hat phase. J-Salmon moving out of Cloud Kingdom now, very solid fight from him. TwiistedDuck also looking good on fast hats as well, just has the third phase left as we see J-Salmon moving into Lost Kingdom now. Again, can be a very dangerous kingdom, mess one thing up, can kind of go into a Mario meltdown, so to speak. Nice Mean Tree. And TwiistedDuck, solid Bowser fight as well.
J-Salmon avoiding the death on the Butterfly Moon. Such a thin platform, it's very easy to fall.
Certainly.
Oh, J Salmon not able to get Cage Triple.
Just about a 40-second lead for J Salmon right now. Is able to get that up throw, cap dive, bounce. Very stylish. Oh boy, he's comparing to PB now. This could get dangerous.
Yes, it can. Comparing to PB in a race isn't always the best idea. TwiistedDuck looking good for their Cage Triple. Never mind, they were a little bit short, but it's fine. They still saved it. Not able to make a deathless bridge.
TwiistedDuck with 3 deaths now. Mentioning in chat some IRL issues. Truly unfortunate. We can all relate to that for sure. J Salmon moving up the tower in Night Metro now. No major mistakes. And he's gonna make it to the Mecha Wiggler fight very shortly, very cleanly. Take a look at TwiistedDuck now, also making his climb up the tower, catches the elevator cycle just fine. TwiistedDuck doing his best to hang on in this race despite the deficit. You'll love to see it.
Ooh, that is a messy pattern from J Salmon, having a lot of segments to finish off, but is able to do it.
Yeah,
Getting that 2 cycles still.
Yeah, if you mess that cycle up, then it's a huge time loss. So it's good to see him barely just snag it.
Absolutely. Nice drive-by from Salmon. He's definitely in a very good flow right now.
Yeah, no, he is moving the red mat. He's feeling good about it.
Ooh, gonna miss Trash Tram, unfortunately.
Nice spin throw to back it up, though.
TwiistedDuck able to also do their drive-by.
Jay Salmon missing a bit of a spin throw there, but is able to back it up just fine. Does not have to replay the slot machine. Makes his way into the bullet building. We'll see how this goes for him. This sub area can be done very cleanly and quickly, but we saw him mess it up a little bit last time, so. But he's been correcting a lot of his mistakes from the last race, which is what you like to see.
Able to pull off the bullet building cycle.
Beautiful.
Excellent climb from Salmon on that town hall building.
Very solid dive into the moon above the pool. And I see a pretty high snipe from him. And actually hits it. TwiistedDuck matching the backflip climb. Very quick as well. Jay Salmon entering the people's room. Ooh, TwiistedDuck having a bit of problems diving over to the pool. But not gonna lose him too much time. Jay Salmon tosses his cap on the globe to exit the kingdom. TwiistedDuck tosses his hat on the switch to roll through the people.
That is a crazy good pace, Metro, for their for Salmon's level.
Yeah, this is...
Getting, I believe, like a 30-22.
Yeah, that is 20, just over 20 seconds off of the best exit we've had in the tournament so far, which is held by TwiistedDuck, a 30-minute flat. So, he is maintaining competitive in this tournament setting. Salmon hopping down the hole into Shivaria. Maybe a little bit of a chill area for them.
Nice.
Thank you, thank you. Spin pounds are good. See if he's able to snag his out of balance for a snow clip. Not quite. Gonna have to go back around the normal way. Blowy Joey cycle looks to be good. Gets the triple jump and is gonna make it across this time.
Sam, we're playing so cleanly right now.
Yeah, you love to see
Never
it.
mind.
Aw.
I'll just stop talking.
Yeah. Commentator's curse is a little bit strong with us tonight.
Yeah.
TwiistedDuck also not getting a snow clip, but looking good for the Blowy Joey cycle. But spin pounds are good, as I said.
TwiistedDuck has 4 spinies to deal with.
Yeah, it's slightly optimal to leave one on
Oh
there.
my!
But...
What is this spiny doing?
Oh my. Dude, all 4 of them need a raise. Bowser in the chat. And even if he is, if you don't want to give a raise to the Spinies, maybe perhaps donate some to Urban Arts to help support those children in lower income and lower opportunity communities enter a career into video game design and computer science. TwiistedDuck, perhaps a sign of resignation in the chat, but J Salmon, we'll see how his Snowdram goes. Messed it up twice last match. Gets it first try this time.
Yes, still gonna. Yeah, he's gonna get it first try. Look at that pop off from Salmon.
No, he's ready, man. He is playing the video game without a doubt.
Yeah, Salmon is gaming right now.
Anyone in chat know where he is compared to his PB?
Fast.
Fast, yeah. Fast is a good word to describe it.
TwiistedDuck onto their Snowdram. Looks good, yep. Dave Salmon's sharing that they are currently +4 on their splits.
That's insane for a race.
Yeah, that is. That is ridiculous.
I mean, and you can always make the argument, you know, every PB is a no reset.
This is true.
Good climb up to that moon there. Lots of tiny parts of that are more mechanical than you think they are. But not going to be an issue for Salmon, especially in this state of flow he's in right now. And the thing with races is the most important thing is to not let anything take you out of that flow state. Knowing your backups and being able to keep a clear head is the most important thing in races like these.
Salmon with the down throw. To remind everyone that they are indeed on Joy-Cons.
Yeah, I suppose the extra few seconds.
I've actually been told before that that down throw does not save any time. TwiistedDuck, unfortunately, missing the moon here in this little cubby hole.
And I believe the current shards route in Bowser's doesn't use a down throw anymore, so I don't think Joy-Con save any time anymore.
I don't know. I always think that it does, but not enough for it to really be like for you to really make a decision on which one to do.
Oh, not at all.
Just play with whichever one you're comfortable with. That really is the answer.
Salmon gonna be setting up for fish clip. Easy money for him.
That is a fun fact to hear to see from Salmon there. And continuously keeping us updated on those splits out of this kingdom, +2 compared to their PB. So actually saved 2 seconds in that seaside.
Oh, that's a good point, Ickle. Because Salmon has "You Got a Moon" show up in English text.
Yes, which I would believe means simplified Chinese.
Yeah, I agree with that. Not sure what language TwiistedDuck would be on. Hey, save those frames.
Yeah, Duck is on the slower Chinese language. But only by 11 frames. So, okay.
I've seen races where the 11 frames would matter, to be fair.
Maybe.
"11 frames for the world record route, no one's tested for other routes." Yeah, that's true, because you'd see different text boxes and stuff.
Imagine if we had a like SM64 situation where shorter categories are faster in English.
Yeah.
Be ridiculous if all moons is like, oh, nope, it's actually faster to be in German or something.
unironically, I was like gonna say something like that, and the language I had in mind was German.
I swear, what is our life?
Dude, this
we've
is...
we've been on such a similar wavelength this whole commentary session. It's ridiculous.
You know, I like the phrase on the same page, but I think we may be on the same line on that page, perhaps. Salmon getting the good early spawn. Camera manip on the cap thrower. Very good force room from him. The same dot of ink. TwiistedDuck's Photoboo cycle is clean. Got a 45-second lead for Salmon here. Very, very solid. He'll be happy to run with it for sure.
Duck having a bit of trouble with the cheese moon. And yes, definitely a capping moment for them.
No doubt about that.
Sam is saying that wasn't the best ending for their Luncheon Kingdom, but I still think it was pretty solid.
Yeah, man, we're getting out of the kingdom. Oh, thinks he's ahead of PB. This is... Dude, Salmon is in it right now.
Yeah.
That first race was not at all indicative of what he wanted to show us today.
Yeah. Basically tied with PB, 0.05 seconds ahead.
Alright. Thank you, Dan. 48-second difference between the runners. Putting me out of the top pretty soon there, Dan. Up to do for Division A matches tomorrow.
Sorry, what'd you say?
And I was just talking to Dan in chat. Standard drag fight. Nothing too crazy going on.
Yeah, I don't believe I saw TwiistedDuck get Captain Toad. I mean, his point count seems otherwise that he might have gotten it, but no, I don't see it up, so... Great point count for not having Captain Toad. Oh, wait. Yeah, there it is. Never mind. I'm wrong. Smiles in the chat from Salmon.
Urban Arts. Did someone say Urban Arts?
We've talked a bunch about Urban Arts, but I mean, you never can talk too much about Urban Arts. They're a fantastic organization supporting this tournament, and we're running a fundraiser for them. They help underprivileged youths get into college for STEM classes and majors. I'm doing this in my head. Good job, me. Let's just read it. Let's just read instead. Yeah, students for college and careers in game design. Helps provide the tools they need to pursue the careers in those tech and gaming industries. As I said, we are currently fundraising. Click that link from the donate command, the bombch.us link, and that will bring you to our Tiltify link where the fundraising is happening, and we can read off any donations that you give, as well as be entered to win a t-shirt. We give a minimum of $5.
Salmon moving into his Bowser's Kingdom now. Very strong showing for the first section here. Wow, well.
Whoa.
Commentator's curse, of course, but not going to lose very much time at all. But they did mention that he was on behind PB pace now, but perhaps that's a bit of a blessing.
I mean, they've been behind pace for the past few kingdoms, so that's not really saying much. Yeah, only been behind by a few seconds, but I don't know how big it is now. I mean, it's not like that ruined looks fine. So
Yeah, I was gonna say, base that it was off of ruined cannot be by very much. See how the shards go. Nice roll cancel. Dive back is clean.
very solid shards. Salmon does not understand.
Oh, that was beautiful. That's a very high stress and high octane piece of movement there. That whole moon is very, very fast. He is a very cool gamer. Going for a topper first here.
Meanwhile, Duck gonna be able to get a good Bowser's Ram.
Time to go for that standard area. And he's got a very solid lead. Just over a topper fight, pretty much. Ahead by 3 out of bunnies. We could be looking at a 101 1x, 101 1x for salmon here. Nice movement around the back there. That can get a little awkward sometimes with the camera. Moving his way into the mech fight, and we'll see how clean it ends up being. And again, maintaining just around a 40-second lead, a little bit less now, but... Takes a very nice topper kill. Keep an eye on TwiistedDuck as he goes into the Bowser mech fight of his own. Salmon again going for the much safer Spewer third. Timing works out well for him. Beautiful. 1x, but pretty copium, says Salmon. Well, luckily I brought a very large supply of copium for commentating all night, so I might even have some shit to share with chat if they want. TwiistedDuck setting up for his target acquired.
I have 3 emotes worth of coke.
That's a lot of coke.
It is.
Hey, have a good one, Jason. Appreciate it.
Those are all gift subs, by the way.
Salmon with, that might have been a 59, or at the very least a 56 flat exit.
It looked like a 59 based on the restream.
I agree, yeah. Around only 16 seconds slower than the best race exit we've had in this Division B tournament, and also by Duck. Duck has nearly all of the best exits of this Division B tournament so far.
Man, yep, Zypher making a good point that Salmon needs a 5:22 moon or better in order to PB.
Very doable for him.
Oof.
Having some trouble with the boost flowers.
It's still gonna make it across, but yeah, that was very awkward.
Yeah, gonna cost a fair amount of time, both the time spent trying to grab the second one, and not having that extra speed to move towards the moon cave skip. I guess first try moon cave skip, but yeah, that's gotta be a tough pill to swallow for sure.
Salmon not happy with that. Does not think that it's doable anymore. And yeah, it most likely isn't, but it's, yeah.
Oh, that's that's rough, Zypher.
Zypher, why you gotta do them like that? Yep, that's the real reason. Don't care if it's on pace or not, just continuously ping the pace pals.
Hey, this is true. It's for the content.
Yes. For the content and for a good cause. There's a fundraiser going on.
This is true. Very clean Bowser fight from Salmon. Be entering the escape sequence very shortly.
Yeah,
Should
it's gonna
be
be very close. You know, not even, doesn't even look doable anymore,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
That being said, he should be able to close out the race victory, barring any crazy circumstances here.
Yeah, it should be within a few seconds of their PB, but it's not doable anymore, unfortunately.
Oh, 101.25 best. Yeah, that's rough.
I'm pretty sure the God Escape would include 2DSS.
Feel very clean stuff from him here. We'll be moving into the pillars room shortly. Oh, TwiistedDuck. A death and escape there, just not able to get up onto the next part of the 2D section. Truly unfortunate circumstance for him. Relaunching the game, getting ready for the next race.
And yeah, with Jay Salmon finishing the final pillar, is going to get into the center and finish the race up, and yeah, force the game 3 for this best of 3 in the finals of Division B.
He is feeling so good right now. You can see it in the cam. That is 3 seconds off his PB in the finals of a tournament race.
Incredible time to be getting in a race. I recognize that sentiment, Twisted Duck, but I'm sure we can take another small break between races so that you can get yourself back into a good mindset.
Another salmon analysis coming in hot.
Put your eyes on that chat. You'll be able to see the log in the bottom right corner just below his damage. We're watching a lot of this or something.
Yeah, we will be taking a short break here pretty soon, around 10 minutes. So again, chat, take this opportunity to go grab some water, grab a snack. I know I'll be at least grabbing some water for myself here. But do not leave, because we still have another match of Super Mario Odyssey action for you on Cool Cat Gang.
Alright, that's going to be it for me. I'm going to be switching off with AC actually for this third race. But thank you for watching. We will be going into a third race for the finals. And when we get back, it'll be Dryblocksman and AC.
Alright, have a good night, Troy. Thanks for coming in the booth with me.
Good night, everybody. Back in a bit.
Hello, my name is Sarah Applebaum. I am an assistant teacher at Urban Arts Partnership.
Hello, my name is Mario. I'm an alumni at Urban Arts, and I'm currently a teacher assistant at Urban Arts.
Hi, I'm Genesis Espinal. I'm an assistant teaching artist at Urban Arts.
Hi, I'm Darcy. I'm an assistant teacher and alumni at Urban Arts.
Urban Arts is an amazing program because I definitely feel as though there is a barrier to accessing technical education. And Urban Arts definitely works to break that barrier and give underrepresented minorities access to this higher education.
In the past year, teaching during the pandemic has taught me that I'm a great multitasker and I'm great in a team. I learned that I'm great in a team because we were able to cover for each other whenever someone wasn't able to do a certain thing. And I learned that I was a great multitasker because there were many students that were asking for help.
We teach them how to program C# and Unity. We teach them how to design their own games using game design documents. We're teaching them teamwork skills, especially since by the second half of class, they have to break out into groups and work together.
Urban Arts definitely is the reason why I want to be a game designer. I didn't know that I wanted to pursue game design until I came into Urban Arts, and now that's my dream job.
we go off the rails. Don't you know it's time to raise our sails? It's freedom like you never knew. Don't need bags or a pass. Say the word, I'll be there in a flash. You could say my hat is off to you. Oh, we can zoom all the way to the moon from this great wide wacky world. Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah. It's time to jump up in the air. Jump up, don't be scared. Jump up and your cares will soar away. And if the dark clouds start to swirl, don't feel enchanted, 'cause I'll be your one-up girl. So let's all jump up super high, high up in the sky. There's no power up like dancing. You know that you're my superstar. No one else can take me this far. I'm flipping the switch. Get ready for this. So let's do the Odyssey. Odyssey, yes, see. 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 Odyssey, Odyssey. Spin the wheel, take a chance. Every journey starts a new romance. A new world's calling out to you. Take a turn off the path. Find a new addition to the cast. You know that any captain needs a crew. Take it in stride as you move side to side. They're just different points of view. Jump with me, grab coins with me, oh yeah. Come on and jump up in the air. Jump without a care. Jump up 'cause you know that I'll be there. And if you find you're short on joy, don't fret, just don't forget that you're still a one-up boy. So go on, straighten up your cap. Let
Welcome back to the grand finale of the B Division of the Super Mario Odyssey 90% Open 2021-22 here on the Cool Cat Gang channel, brought to you as always by Urban Arts. You can see that donation goal in the bottom of our screen. We do have until tomorrow to beat it, so we do hope that you will donate if you are able. I am the AC Money, filling in for Troy Vathens, who's going to rest his voice. Troy and I have a long day ahead of us tomorrow. Apologies for the jump scare, the burnt bagel. Joined once again by the Dry Blocks man. Thank you for filling in for us.
Hello, everyone. We are here for the final race of the Division B 80% Open Finals.
Game number 3. We have seen a very epic two-game match so far. TwiistedDuck taking a narrow victory in Game 1, and it was a death from Duck in Wooded that turned the tide for jasalmon. Ultimately became inconsequential when TwiistedDuck DNF'd due to a death in 2D. Escape sequence. Salmon able to pick up. Please don't say my name is J.A. Salmon. Okay. As we have established, I'm extremely bad at calling people their correct names, so if you could give me the correct pronunciation in chat, I would appreciate it. I called Jay Hay for like a month and got bullied for it in chat.
That's good.
Even Saren's laughing in my earbud. All right, we are underway. Duck v. Salmon, Salmon v. Duck. One of them will become the Division B champion, but who will it be?
We saw TwiistedDuck with a very strong performance race 1, and jasalmon perhaps a little bit cold, not quite as warmed up, but second race, jasalmon really pulled through very, very clean. Only 2 seconds off his PB.
Oh.
So, Hopefully TwiistedDuck after that break is now rested and they are both ready to play very cleanly throughout the run. TwiistedDuck, it really all did go downhill from that Death and Wooded. So,
Troy, I don't believe you. We're just gonna call him Duck and Salmon.
that's definitely the safer option.
I agree. Until I am told otherwise by the player himself. We are dead even going into the door. Hopefully we get an equally close match to the two that we just had. Easy frog
Sink.
section. Let's
Alright,
look
see
for
how-
two good left sides here. Little sloppy for both players, and Salmon's gonna miss it. Duck is gonna miss it! What a way to start game 3, 0 for 2 on left side.
Duck doesn't even get poverty. He's got to go up all the normal way.
Not what you want to see, but it's certainly entertaining.
It's the content.
Yeah. The TwiistedDuck is gonna find himself behind the 8-ball already. Duck made a comment about playing horrible, and I'm starting to wonder if the mental game is getting to him. Obviously, game 2 did not go the way he wanted it to go. I mean, he wanted to win, obviously, but just a couple of deaths, causing the tide to turn. So I certainly hope that Duck is able to clear his mind and we can get a close race. You do not want to see him tilted, because this is most certainly not a sprint. This is a marathon.
Indeed. And Odyssey, more than some other games I've seen, and I know they're momentum-based players, but Odyssey especially seems like a momentum-based game where if you play bad, you keep playing bad, but if you're in your element and you're gaming, moving the red man, you move that red man fast.
I talk so much about compounding mistakes in this game. One mistake leads to another, leads to 2, leads to 4, leads to 8. So the sooner you can clear your mind, the better off you're going to be. And this is a test of endurance, obviously, a 3-race match. Continuing on is Salmon. Duck going to get there in just a moment. No DSS, not surprised. We did
Not
see
at
Dan
all.
going for it as a meme in the bronze match.
It's gonna be relatively safe early game. Neither of them go for chest clip either, which is not surprising.
Yeah, I've been noticing that it seemed like a lot of the top players used to go for DSS and chest clip and a bunch of really aggressive early game strats, and maybe they do in PB attempts, but it seems like it is not the case anymore in races. Like even in Division A, a lot of the top players just don't go for DSS.
See how these
And you-
Madam Purple fights go.
And you gotta love the great sportsmanship. Salmon encouraging Duck, trying to get his mind back in order. You don't want to win because your opponent is tilted.
No, everyone wants a good, clean, tight race. Runners, commentators, and viewers alike, I'm sure. Both runners getting a very, very clean Madam Poodle boss fight. We saw some issues with it in the first race, but moving on through the Cascade Kingdom.
Both runners going to go for Cliff Moon, no surprise. It occurred to me that I didn't have the stats sheet loaded up. J.A. Salmon, you gotta admire how much he's improved, and I assume that you and Troy talked about this. I admittedly had you guys on mute, because I was doing some other stuff. But you gotta admire J.A. Salmon's improvement over the course of this tournament. Came in as the 19 seed. Now finds himself with a 101 PB. He really has the late game on lock, looking at his averages. So big ups to J.A. Salmon for how much he's improved in these last couple of months. It seemed like Duck was almost going to be an unstoppable force, and here he is with the lead in Game 3.
Yeah, no, it's been crazy to watch him throughout the tournament. That being said, TwiistedDuck, very, very strong player, stats-wise as well. I mean, if you look at the best exits in this Division B tournament, he has all but the first 2 kingdoms. So, Duck at peak is extremely, extremely dangerous as an opponent.
It's fun now that I look at this a little closer. Salmon has the better averages, like 2-1, and Duck has the better golds 2-1. So Salmon's consistency versus Duck's ability to just blow away a game. I remember watching Duck's first match. I was commentating it actually when he ended up getting a PB. That was his first 1-0. Salmon just missed the bird. He's gonna have to go chase it. And no, he got it, but has to go back for it.
Yeah,
and that's going to cause him to lose a little bit of time.
Yeah, awkward climb up.
TwiistedDuck gonna take his first lead of the match.
Yeah, 3-4 seconds at most. But again, when these players are playing as tightly and as cleanly as they are, those 3-4 seconds are going to matter. It's all about the tiny time save, especially in the early game here.
And also noting that Salmon has the better averages down the stretch. Duck definitely wants to take that lead. We saw what happened to him in the last race. Fell behind and wooded, never got it back. He played really solidly down the stretch, but just an opportunity never opened. Runner's pretty good up the ice, and we're coming up on Dram. One runner misses it, and the other will take the lead. That is a very good Dram from Duck.
Oh, Salmon!
Oh, Salmon's gonna bonk. Salmon didn't get it. And Duck is gonna open up a lead.
Very significant lead in the favor of Duck now. Oh, but Duck somehow fell down. Oh, he hadn't even grabbed the moon at that point. Salmon's going around the rosy.
Or Salmon.
World Tour.
Oh no!
What is
Duck
going on?
didn't get the bullet bill, and you can see the fatigue starting to set in for these players. Both players having massive mistakes in the Sand Kingdom.
Dude, the Mario meltdown. Wow.
And I think something happened with Salmon. Or is that just the route, I guess?
No, yeah, Salmon's significantly ahead at this point.
Okay,
Sand route changes like once a month, don't worry about it.
I'm so used to reverse Jaxi that it kind of surprises me that these runners are going for regular Jaxi.
But wow, yeah, that was a lot.
Yeah, multiple lead changes here in the Sand Kingdom, and Salmon is going to take a pretty decent-sized lead.
In a case like that where both players were making pretty significant mistakes, I know we talk about it, like these compounding mistakes. Now, hopefully, if they can both kind of get a little bit of a mental reset going, can continuing playing at the level that they have been.
Both players in the Oasis TwiistedDuck could stand a single thrown notes to catch back up. He's not going to get it, but pretty quick.
Got a 17-second lead on the side of Salmon.
You can tell Duck is really upset. We've said it already. You have to clear your mind. Each kingdom is a new kingdom. And you cannot let errors compound in this game, especially in a endurance test like this. They've already played 2 races. They were both incredibly close. This one serves to be just as close, and you cannot let those little errors pile up because they will cost you this race and ultimately this tournament.
Late clips have been good from the runners so far. Jay Salmon had a little bit of trouble with it last race, but just a couple missed throws. Took a while for him to line up the cap throw, but it wasn't anything major. He stayed in bounds the whole time.
Alright, let's see how they do it this time. Because this time is for all the marbles. Salmon, good setup. And he's got it. He did need 2 cap throws, but pretty quick, keeping up the pressure.
See how Duck does. A little bit longer, but
That's looking good.
maintains his out of bounds.
Okay.
Nice checkpoint.
And I have just realized that for the last 12 minutes, I have been commentating off of the Twitch stream. I did not even have Saren's stream loaded. Truly professional commentary, everybody. So I've been behind. Thank you for telling me, everybody. You really should have called me out, Saren. You really should have called me out. Yeah, it is not the earliest at night, I will admit.
I can assure you we've all...
2 for Duck.
Anyone who's commentated has definitely commentated off the Twitch stream before by accident.
Back when Milo used to screen share Mario Maker races, it would just be like 4 pixels, so you'd pretty much have to commentate off the Twitch stream sometimes.
Yeah, those were the days, weren't they?
You gotta hand it to Discord. Their streaming quality has gone up orders of magnitude since I started commentating, and that's, only pretty recently, actually. All things considered. I guess 2 years.
Yeah, we probably started around the same time with the Mario Maker monthlies.
It was right before the pandemic started for me.
Yeah.
Because I had just finished up NNO Worlds, which was 2 years ago last week. So yeah, around this time. What an epic time to be celebrating a commentator anniversary.
Indeed.
To be fair, Saren, I'm on the East Coast. If I were on the West Coast, I would not be complaining.
I mean, it's the weekend, Have a little fun, play some Mario. That being said, as Dan mentioned, Woodard will be a very crucial kingdom here. Lots of small things can go wrong and can cost some pretty big time. TwiistedDuck surely feeling some pressure on his way up through Flower Road Skip if he takes another death.
And if either runner misses Nut Clip, that is going to be cataclysmic the way this race has been going.
Alright, Salmon making the approach here.
This is going to be a huge moment of truth. Not one of the biggest opportunities to lose large chunks of time. I think it's good, and it is.
Looks to be good.
But the out-of-bounds movement is where this trick goes to die for sure. He has the out-of-bounds moon. Now needs to get up, which he does.
Beautiful.
Duck doesn't look like he has. He doesn't. Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, no. And there it is. Compounding errors. Not able to get nut clip. And now he has put himself well behind the 8-ball. It's a loss of, what, 20 seconds?
Somewhere around there, yeah, and especially if he's having trouble with some of this movement here. Ends up okay in the end, but...
Salmon did fall off the ramp, so that loses a little bit of time. So Duck is going to get a fraction of that back. And, I mean, fractions of minutes have determined both of these races so far, so... I would not be surprised if that ends up being pretty consequential. Simple mistakes like that, especially if Duck is able to take the late game. Salmon usually a little bit more consistent in the late game, but Duck is going to need to show us why he has 2/3 of the golds between these two. Remember to get the checkpoint, thank you.
I was gonna say, that's something that can cost a lot, and sometimes
yeah, I mean, if either runner failed FRS and didn't get the checkpoint, this race could be as good as over. In any event, Salmon with... I did it again, I'm sorry. Salmon with the FRS. Duck realizing that he has to get that Piranha. Not sure what the backup moon would have been if he forgot about that. That must have been why he said muscle memory, because he was about to go for FRS, had it all lined up, and then realized, wait a minute, I missed nut clip.
A good thing to remember now, though, as opposed to when you're exiting wood and you're like, oh, well, I'm missing a moon.
And if Duck does pull off the comeback here, that's going to be a huge testament to the skill of Duck, because this run, for sure, at least by Duck, probably by Salmon as well, if I had to guess, would have been reset immediately. Likely in cap, definitely in sand. Backup would be fire in the cave. I will take your word for it.
Oh, yeah. The fire, bro, like, back behind.
I see. I did paint a mental picture of Wooded Kingdom.
Yeah.
Mario 64, easy. Odyssey, not as much.
Salmon's Piper cycle looks very nice. Has not missed it yet.
Well done.
There you go.
Yeah, at this level, you expect players to have that on lock. Kind of sucks, but alright, runs generally win races. So, Salmon not happy. Like I said, this run would for sure be reset at this point. At least I would assume so. But you're going to have to stick with it. It's the only one you got. And you cannot throw anymore at this point. You can't just put one loss behind you. They both have a loss. And this is the race that will decide Division B. Duck rebounding with a great pipe segment. Still having some trouble, as you can see, he just posted in the chat. Can't keep saying it enough, he's got to get it out of his head.
Yeah, this could become a big issue. Like, even... we know he's very capable of a lot of crazy stuff in this game.
I mean, we are only on Cloud Kingdom, so loads of stuff could happen. This is close enough that a mech fall in the second half of the mech fight would make this up.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that can happen that would equalize this race pretty easily.
A moonskip death would, you know, completely swing the tides. And that's just in the late game. Salmon actually missing a hat sequence, and now... what is he do? Okay, there we go.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, something like that.
Yeah,
Didn't make up the entire gap, but that's a 10-15 second time loss, and Duck's starting to claw his way back.
Yeah, a fast hat cycle here, and then perhaps some extra bonk and loss there. Like, there's a lot of tiny stuff that will add up at the level that these players are playing at.
And obviously, I'm not sure how much you've commentated, but I've commentated a decent amount to know that, well, there you go, Duck able to get a fast third hat. Runs absolutely go to die in this kingdom. Leads can vanish in an instant or be created in an instant. So both of these runners desperately need a strong loss. Salmon cannot give up this lead. Duck cannot let this lead get any bigger.
Yeah, we've seen relatively clean lost from the two players. We had Salmon missing cage triple last race, and then TwiistedDuck also falling on the bridge moon and dying. But overall, it's been a relatively clean kingdom for these racers, and Salmon seems to be matching that sentiment so far.
Well, it's been a strong kingdom for both runners so far, and Salmon is now coming up on this torpedo, opting not to do the damage route, but he is able to hit the block. Back up, and now it's going to be a choice of cage triple and the stone cage. I imagine it's going to be cage triple, and okay, he's going for the safe route.
Not a bad idea.
Okay, yeah, I was wondering openly if the stone cage was quicker than that, but that is definitely quicker.
Ooh.
Salmon takes a death, and it's something like that. Now Salmon has to get that moon under the bridge without activating Klepto, and if he activates Klepto, this race is completely changed. But he is able to recover.
He'll have his cap throw. Oh!
He's going to take another death. That's
fine.
fine.
He should warp back to the Odyssey.
Warp right back to the Odyssey. Which he does, and there you go.
But that...
all of a sudden, Duck finds himself only 5 seconds behind.
That is exactly what Duck needs.
So we are going to get an interesting race after all. Salmon taking 2 deaths on bridge skip.
Well, you're right, Zypher. I thought you could dive back onto the tree trunk, but...
Duck getting some encouragement from a fellow racer, Dan, who finished his tournament in 4th place earlier today. A very entertaining bronze match, but this has been, bar none, the best match of the day, perhaps of the tournament, certainly of the knockout round. I know we had a couple within 1 second. In the group stage. This has been an incredible match to cap an incredible tournament.
Yeah, this has been a great experience to watch and commentate over. As we enter Night Metro, generally it's been clean so far today, but as anyone who runs this game would know, some things can go wrong and big lead swings could occur.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we saw some pretty interesting mech movement. I want to say out of Wook's Woo, had some issues with the Mecha Wiggler and wasn't able to get the right pattern. And that ended up costing a lot of time. I didn't even know that was possible. Pretty standard movement in here.
Alright, out of the tower section here for Salmon, and TwiistedDuck also making the long jump as well.
Salmon not able to grab the wire with that rainbow throw, and we are more or less dead even. 5 second difference heading into Mecha Wiggler.
Yeah, I mean,
one of these. Okay, that was interesting. Their hits just weren't registering for Salmon, it didn't look like, unless he was shooting too early.
Yeah, a missed shot, it's a suboptimal pattern. Like, things can happen in this fight that can and will switch the lead if Salmon slips up.
Especially if one of them 3 cycles. If one of them 3 cycles, the complexion of this race changes completely.
That it does.
Hopefully that does not happen, because this has been a highly entertaining race, and I want to stay this close for the rest.
Yeah. Neither runners have had any issues with getting the 2 cycle.
Yeah,
Salmon.
I mean, generally it doesn't happen, although Salmon finding himself with singletons on the head and the tail. If you're going to have singletons, that's generally where you want to have them. Oh, TwiistedDuck had 2 pretty rough singletons, but he's able to save it. Some bad RNG, but ultimately, neither runner really had great RNG. So Salmon extending his lead by a couple seconds, but not much at all. We're gonna see. Actually, I don't think that lead changed at all. I think that's still 5 seconds.
Yeah, just about.
So an interesting Mecha Wiggler fight. Thankfully, not a disastrous one for either runner. As we find ourselves moving on to Day Metro.
We are extremely close.
I presume both of these... Oh, I guess not. I was going to say I presume both of these runners are bullet building runners, but it appears that Duck is a musician's runner, and Salmon could go either way. What have they been doing in the first 2 races?
Bullet building.
Oh, okay, they have been doing bullet building.
Yeah.
Pulling it out at the last moment, I guess. Duck had not gone for it prior to the finals. And an amazing drive-by by Salmon. Not even needing to line up. Duck will not get it.
We saw a very similar mistake from Duck on the first time around. He does get the backwards direction, though. He missed that backup in the first race.
Into the girder moon. This is pretty standard bullet building stuff. Gonna head into the slot machine. Almost certainly the only time we'll see the slot machine in this race. I'm going to assume neither runner's going to go for spiritless unless they absolutely have to. And even then, I think it would be minus EV.
Yeah. Salmon into the bullet building. It's very important that this room is clean. We've seen him mess it up race 1. But in race 2, he cleaned up a lot of his mistakes in race 1. And like I said, he's playing the video game right now.
He is most certainly playing a video game, Dryblocks man. TwiistedDuck taking a fall, but not a big one. We'll have to see how the bullet pattern ends up, but he should be okay. Salmon with a very clean bullet building, and exactly to your point, he's had a super clean... Oh, what is... Okay, he's trying
he tries to vault!
He did not have a good bullet build to capture, tried to dive vault, didn't get it, and that is going to cost him a lot of time.
He vaulted right into the bottom of the pylon right above him. That is incredibly unlucky.
Duck self-destructing here. Then missing the moon just out of frustration. Salmon... Okay. Having a little trouble with this moon. Now gets it. Least gets the hint art. That's the important part. Obviously you need the moon, but you need the hint art also for the Snow Kingdom, obviously.
But again, like, this is what we're talking about. If you miss the bullet building cycle, and then you have to do some movement that you never, ever, ever do. And that's like, you need to know your backups, you need to know how to mentally reset, and that's how you're going to win these races.
And that's more or less exactly what's been happening. Seems like TwiistedDuck starting to let this get into his head, compounding errors as we've said so often, and frankly, it's just so ticky-tack mistakes, and you can see Salmon pointing out having good backups is more important than having good movement, and he makes an excellent point, being the man with the better averages, currently beating the man with the better golds in a 3-race match.
Yeah, he could very well take the whole tournament here, and really, like, in a tournament, if you're a tournament or a race kind of player, then yeah, you need to know your backups. And Sam is clearly prepared. He's been improving at the game in general, but he's also knows how to race, and he knows how to play in a tournament setting like this, and that's what I like to see.
We move on to the Snow Kingdom, about halfway done here. Of course, the big trick on everybody's mind, Snowdram. And with this kind of a race, one Snowdram miss, if it becomes 2 Snowdram misses, that could be a tournament decider.
We saw 2 Snowdram misses from Salmon in race 1.
I know we saw 2 misses from Dan in the bronze match, so it can definitely happen.
I know Salmon's got to be feeling good right now, but like, anything can happen, really.
Dan had 3 misses. Wait, 3? I thought you only had 2. I'm gonna say 2, make you sound better. Maybe I missed one. Heading into Shiveria Town now, and Duck having a little bit of issues finding himself in the water. Hey, you got a minute.
Alright, Salmon moving towards his snow clip.
Months of work and preparation in this tournament, coming down to this race, and if something very small happens in any of these kingdoms, it could turn that entire tournament around. Exactly right, Drunkable. So many opportunities for this race to change hands. This could be decided by a second. This could still be decided by 5 minutes as far as I'm concerned. Anything can happen. And that is why you want to make sure you are tuned in here to the end. Failed Spiny Minute by Salmon, not a huge deal.
Yeah, we mentioned earlier, last race, that it's slightly optimal to leave 1 so that you can cap throw on your way. But TwiistedDuck accidentally left 4 2 races ago.
Well, he'll get his redemption here, starting off well with the snow clip.
Indeed, that is the only snow clip success that we've seen so far this set.
Very interesting. It's a hard trick, doesn't save a lot of time, but maybe it could be a momentum swing. Will we see some Goomba vectoring here from Salmon? We indeed will. Salmon, or Duck, not the best Spiny Minute, but it works. Salmon, you do actually have to grab the moon.
What? He looks just about as shocked as I was. That was really weird.
Well, he's able to laugh it off. That's the important part.
That's true. We've been talking about that roll cancel into the triple jump across the gap all night here. Salmon claiming it is still free. I hate that roll cancel, personally.
Oh. Truth in this kingdom, it is time for Snowdram. Not the easiest trick in the world, not the hardest, but certainly a lot of time can be lost if not done optimally. Pretty much mandatory for anyone sub 110. Salmon just able to get it. I think you mean drunkable, Salmon. You said duckable.
$3K points. Oh boy. A 3602 snow exit, obviously. Lots of time lost in earlier kingdoms, but good to keep note of for tracking leads.
Duck able to get Snowdram first try. On to the Seaside Kingdom. We are inching ever closer to discovering who will be our any percent open champion for Division B.
It's about a 42-second lead here. Definitely significant, but can still
And you
swing.
you can tell the difference in expression on these runners' faces. Duck very serious. Obviously, you can tell he was not particularly in a good mood. Salmon laughing, light expression, playing around with some of the chatters, and that has been a difference maker so far.
Yeah, some
Silly
may
as
say
that
that
seems to
he
say.
appears distracted or not in the zone, but I think this is his zone right now. He is a Joy-Con player, by the way. Very fancy down throw.
I completely agree. Some people's zones is just don't think about the pressure and just have some fun. I know that's definitely true for me. Duck missing that moon. We'll go back up for seconds and gets it. No fun fish clip here.
Not a particularly difficult trick, especially for these runners, but we'll see how it goes.
No, I think I've commentated dozens of races. Okay, wow.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say I've commented dozens of races in this tournament. I think I've seen one fish clip fail. And here's J.A. Salmon in the lead in the championship, just missing it.
The commentator's curse coming in hot tonight.
That it is.
Yeah, that clip looked pretty good too. Maybe threw Cappy a little too early, I think, is the situation there, but TwiistedDuck first try. Should be able to maintain out of bounds pretty easily here. Grabs the moon.
I have just noticed that we have received a donation. Now I need to go find the link, because I'm a moron.
That's a good donation.
It's here somewhere. Here we go. Okay, we have a $20 donation from somebody claiming to be Reggie Fils-Aimé, the retired president of Nintendo of America. He says, "It is not over. Duck is a fierce competitor. He is strong. He is might. I know because I am ultimate ex-president / CEO of Nintendo, Reggie Fils-Aimé." Well, I mean, when you put it that way.
Okay,
Thank you very much
Salmon
for
missing
$20.
Salt Triple. Reggie's
Able to back
power.
up.
We got Twisted Duck on his salt triple. That looks good. Perfect.
It is. Right over on Salmon's side, Duck approaching that moment. Kind of half wondering if he's going to go for Spiritless. Okay, he's not. Almost taking a fall, though. Good thing there's that block there. It's okay, he can grab a heart during the fight. Going to, actually.
Yeah, I think the time loss from having to deal with the reheal animation might be less than grabbing a heart in the fight. I'm not sure.
Yeah, because you gotta go over and get it when you have to stay centered for the Spirit fight. I guess that makes sense. Salmon taking a bonk. Re-exiting.
Strong movement up to the ground pound moon.
I'd rather not say much. It's just so intense that just hyper focused.
I love watching this game, man. Salmon, good camera manip to spawn the Potaboo at the right time. Forks room is looking pretty quick and snappy, as it should be. And he hits that last dive.
Yeah, very good that he got the dive over there. That is definitely the quickest way to do Forks room, and it looks very elegant. Able to get it in this championship deciding race. All of the marbles on this race as he collects the Potaboo. Twisted Duck just now heading into Forks room.
It's
They
the extra
came out
high
with a
jump.
pretty clean Forks. Let's see if Duck can reciprocate. He does. Well done to both runners. As Salmon heading over to grab the Fry Guy. Break out the party.
Ooh, nice cap throw. It can get a little awkward, tight quarters there. Might home on to the hammer bro or the pan bro, but does not have an issue with that.
Didn't see what happened over on Duck's side. He does not seem pleased with what just... Oh, I think he captured the Fry Guy as he was heading over to grab the moon. Not any time loss. Just weird.
Just about 35 seconds between these runners at the moment. Oh!
Maybe not!
Salmon!
Salmon... Why didn't he
Takes
just
it
go
back.
over to the... I think if he just took 2 burns, he could have just gone over and saved himself, but
I
he
think
tried to
so,
get back
too.
onto the mountain.
Where is his last spawn? At this story
Thankfully,
moon?
it's at the story moon, so not particularly devastating. Still gonna lose about 15 to 20 seconds,
A bonk?
and that is exactly what he did not need to happen.
These are the small mistakes that can add up. He's still gonna have a significant lead due to Duck having to get the moon behind the rock, but...
Yeah, but now, you know, you have, you know, maybe a 2-fall cushion mech. That's now a 1-fall cushion. Maybe you have a 2-fall cushion on Moonskip. It's now a 1-fall cushion. And Salmon, you know, we saw a laughing, happy, skippy attitude just a few minutes ago. That is, maybe that is not completely gone. Laughing off his mistakes, and I wonder if Duck is looking over to notice that he's just picked up some time. 10 seconds we're being told in chat. This is insane.
We still have a race.
Months of this tournament. How much have all of these runners gone through to get to this point? How much has Cool Cat Gang done to this point to get to this point? That sentence had correct grammatical structure that I completely whiffed on. But so much has happened over the last couple of months. And it all comes down to who's going to play the best Mario Odyssey over the next 15 minutes. A 3-race match. Split in the first 2, neck and neck in the third. This is absolutely what we signed up to see, and we are glad that you are joining us.
It really is what we signed up to see, AC. I mean, watching this set has been crazy, because we've seen Duck take a pretty convincing win, then Salmon, of course, very early lead that he maintained throughout Wooded. So, it being this tight, this late into the game, I'm very, very excited to see what happens. And like you said, it's down to a mech fall, it's down to like maybe getting bombed during shards. There's a lot of tiny things in Bowser's and Moon that could go wrong, that could switch this up a little bit.
It seems a disservice to these two runners to break from the match, but this is the part where we usually tell you about the Urban Arts partnership. If you've stuck around for this whole race, you know what they're all about. Great program that helps serve underprivileged youth, teaches them game design skills, helps them get into college. We've been running the fundraiser for them. We will continue running the fundraiser tomorrow. Mario Odyssey content starting at 1:30 right here on the Cool Cat Gang channel. Bronze match immediately followed by the championship best of 3. But right now, all focus is on these two runners, these two titans of Super Mario Odyssey. Who will prevail victorious? You will have to stick with us through the end game to find out, as we are about to head to the Bowser Kingdom.
Bowser's Kingdom is a mechanical gauntlet, and especially with this close of a time difference, Duck may feel a little bit exhausted for sure. I'm sure Salmon does as well. I mean, you're playing through this game 3 times.
Yeah, this race started at what? 8 o'clock Eastern time?
Yes.
It's almost midnight. So they have been sitting here for over 3.5 hours playing this game. Who has the endurance left?
Granted, even like with the breaks in between, but they're practicing and they're constantly thinking about the game and trying to reset their mentals. Their mind has been laser focused on Mario Odyssey for so very long at this point.
And I'm pretty sure that I saw at least Salmon. You got me so excited for this. Well, I am supposed to be impartial. I hope that I have been coming off as impartial because I'm really trying. I am a good hype man.
Right, you are.
I know, I'm pretty sure I saw Salmon in the chat for the 3rd place match earlier today, and that was now 9+ hours ago. So this has been Salmon's day all day today. He has been thinking about this moment. Presumably he's been visualizing a win. I imagine he was visualizing an easy win. If you're visualizing a buzzer beater, you don't exactly expect it to happen, but you know, every kid, you know, grows up saying, down by 2, here's the shot for 3, and then they miss, and they're like, just kidding, here's the actual shot for 3, and then they make it, and they pretend the crowd goes, wow, this is the Mario Odyssey equivalent of that. This is a neck-and-neck race in the championship.
This is the shot for 3, as they say. So
I'm trying, okay? It's
no, I like
it's
it. I
late.
like it. No, I appreciate it greatly. My hype levels have certainly gone down.
Duck with a bonk on the ogre, able to recover though.
Small bonk doesn't fall off.
Yeah, and the important thing is the ogre doesn't go through another cycle. That only lost maybe 1 or 2 seconds. Could, in theory, be the difference. But in all likelihood, I do not expect the difference to be that close.
Alright, now shards, this could have some contention. We have Salmon getting ready to go for his dive back. Looks good. Beautiful. Dodges the bomb there. Good Pokio capture, and he should be good for the rest of this moon.
Yep. Solid movement out of Salmon. Duck going a little bit safer. I don't blame him. At this point, one mistake by either runner could seal the fate of this match. That is how close we are and how late into the game we are.
One missed bomb poke from Duck, but again, that's not going to waste too much time. He needs to keep his head in it for sure, though. These tiny mistakes can be much more mental than they are physical in terms of time.
God, even I'm nervous. Salmon opting not to go for Roof Tram. Going a little bit of a roundabout way, but it works. TwiistedDuck coming up on the Roof Moon as well. He looks like is going to attempt Roof Dram. See if he gets it. Make a little bit of time as Salmon goes over to Topper first. Indeed, Duck gets the Roof Dram. And 2 clean boss fights for these runners is going to be key. These, especially Topper, these bunnies do not have fun backup cycles. They are very time consuming, and that could easily swing this race, especially if Salmon misses it. And then Duck gets this race tied up. Although Salmon out of the woods on Topper. Duck almost out of the woods on Topper also. They both went Topper first, which is pretty interesting.
I'm a Harriet first gamer personally.
I know people have pretty strong opinions. Roof Dram, that's not what it's called? I've called it Roof Dram for like a year and nobody's corrected me.
Salmon going for the standard Harriet fight as well as Duck.
Yeah, I didn't expect to see any Sarbomba. While it would have been swag, this is the championship race we're talking about now. Okay, it's just Bowser Jam, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. Well, Salmon holds up his end of the bargain, as does Duck. 2 clean boss fights. And we know what's next, everybody. In just about a minute's time, we're going to be heading over to the Mecha Brutal. And for 2 runs that had pretty weak early games, this has ended up being pretty strong in the late game and extremely entertaining.
It really has. About a 14-second lead on the side of Salmon at this point. Again, that's 1 mech fall. Now, we haven't seen them mess up the mech fight quite yet, but... as any Odyssey runner will tell you, it's not something that anyone wants to put past themselves.
Both runners on their Pokio climbs. Salmon, as he has been for this entire kingdom, just a smidge ahead. A costly death in Luncheon Kingdom has really turned the tide of this race. Salmon had a huge lead going into Luncheon and a tiny one coming out of it, and here we go on to Mecha Brutal.
Could decide it all.
It very well could, but if they both get it clean, there are lots of opportunities in Moon to swing the tide of this race. Salmon with a clean Topper grab.
Duck also
Twisted Duck, almost a fall, but he's able to
Ooh.
recover.
recovers.
Salmon just riding out the mech. Duck also going for the safe topper. Able to get it
Salmon
cleanly.
positioning for spew at third as opposed to target acquired. A little bit safer. He's been going for this the entire
I
match.
do not blame him. In this close of a race, you do everything safe.
Duck, on the other hand, Harry at third. Gonna be doing target acquired. He's very comfortable with the strat at this point.
Applause for Salmon.
Salmon's
Here we go.
very happy with
Topper,
himself
target
right now.
acquired to stay in the match. Yes.
Sticks the landing.
Two fantastic Mecha Brutal fights. We're within seconds of each other. This is absurd.
Salmon is feeling very, very good about himself right now, but I know for a fact he is aware of the gravity of the situation, and even Duck himself in the chat is telling Salmon to die in Moon. Duck is back in it mentally, I believe, as well.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to call attention to it, but he sounded like he was pretty much mentally forfeited after Metro. And now he's loosening up, he's having some fun, and in an 11-second race into the Final Kingdom to decide the championship. Honestly, Dan, I completely agree with you.
Oh, this is...
Salmon's saying
really
he's really
excited.
bad at Moon. I will just state for the record, Twisted Duck has a 554 average in Moon. Salmon has a 535 average in Moon. However, Duck has a 513 gold. Salmon has a 518 gold. So this is quite literally anyone's race. I just can't help but laugh because it is... This tournament has been going on for months. It is coming down to literally the final kingdom, and either runner could win. Yeah, I don't know how Duck had a 554, maybe he was just screwing around with 2DSS or something. Took a death somewhere. His gold is a 513, yeah. I'm only reading the stats sheet, so I assume at one point in the race he decided to go for 2DSS for memes. That would be my guess.
This really has been a phenomenal race. Lots of back and forth. Twisted Duck, solid vectoring.
Actually, I do not want to wish this into existence because I don't think my heart can take it. But if Salmon misses Moonskip, even if he doesn't die, this race is tied.
Salmon got his 2 boost
I do not want to
flowers.
wish that into existence, I want to be clear. Going for the safe route, he's able to get up. He is onto the bridge.
Duck going
also going for
to
the safe
match
route.
it.
A little more cleanly onto the bridge. And here we go.
Oh,
Almost
man.
simultaneously into the Bowser fight.
This comes down to a missed fast hats.
Oh my god, you're right. One missed fast hat and this... Wow.
Nice spin throw start from Salmon.
Yeah, so I think Duck lost maybe half a second to a second heading into the Bowser fight, as it's about 11.5 to 12 seconds now.
Both runners with a good first phase.
This is nuts.
I am incredibly excited to watch this.
I usually leave the volume on Saren's stream muted to focus more on the commentary, but I have to turn it up for this race. This is insane. 2 fast hats down for Salmon. So far, so good. Duck with his second. These runners have been going for almost 4 hours to decide this Division B championship. They have put on an epic spectacle. And here we are in the final cycle of the final boss fight.
Oh,
I thought Salmon was about to mess it up.
Way too close. That was way too close.
That'll get your heart rate up.
I don't understand how, like, That worked.
Well, in any event, Duck on to his final hits as he is able to get 3 for 3 fast hats.
I'm like in shock about what just happened to Salmon. That was
8 seconds. That cost him 4 seconds. This is an 8-second race. Imagine if we told you that going into the escape sequence of Rage 3, this race was going to be within 10 seconds. Now, I'm just going to assume neither of these runners are going for 2DSS. I know we like to joke around about it, but come on.
nah.
This is not the time to mess around.
It's not.
This is not the time for play. This is the time for gameplay, and this is the time to pull out as good of a win as you can get. Oh
Okay,
no.
Salmon, good 2D skip. Wait, the spoilers in chat.
Oh no. Duck did die in 2D skip
Oh.
in the first race! No!
It comes back to haunt him.
2 races in a row, Duck has died in 2D skip.
This is tragic.
Now, both times he was behind. The first time in the second race, he was much further behind than this. But I don't know into pillars how much of a difference 8 seconds would make. I guess in theory, yeah, this is not the time for cat jams, Saren. You hate to see the championship decided like this. It ultimately goes from one of the most intense matches we've seen all season to what is essentially a victory lap from Salmon. I saw somebody in the chat say that they were going to eat a Cat Mario amiibo if Salmon didn't win. Well, there will be no plastic consumed tonight from the 19 seed to number 1. Salmon wins Division B of the NA% Open.
A 102.49 to close out the tournament. Everyone, fat GG's in the chat for Salmon.
Right up there against his tournament PB as well, a 102.21. I want to emphasize, the top 2 seeds, or the top 2 in each group, in each group of 4, advanced to the knockout phase. Statistically, Salmon was not even a favorite to make it out of the group stage. He just won the tournament. Essentially the equivalent to a 10 seed winning March Madness. I know Saren hates sports references, but Duck going over to beat down the final pillar himself. All the credit in the world to Duck, who has just died. And he's not going to finish. That is such a shame for Duck, who has had such a tremendous tournament. PBing in his first race.
This has been an incredible race to watch.
All the credit in the world to both of these runners. GG's for an incredibly epic final. Duck with really nothing to be ashamed of, finishing second out of this 32-person tournament. Really playing like a Division A player for a lot of it, if you need me to tell you the truth. But Salmon proved himself to be the more consistent runner as he boards the Odyssey of Champion. Congratulations to Salmon.
We are going to be getting him in here for an interview shortly.
And that shortly will be right now. Congratulations, jasalmon07. I don't know if you realized this. You were the 19 seed coming into this tournament, and you've just won the NA% Open. Congratulations. How does it feel?
Thanks. It feels so... I don't know. I'm kind of in shock right now. Like, I never really put too much effort into this, but I honestly was not expecting to win. Like you said, I started at the 19th seed. I was at the beginning. I remember I was talking. I kind of looked back at the messages. I was just hoping to get out of the group round, and the fact that I just can't believe that I made it so far. And yeah.
What's changed in your Odyssey gameplay from the beginning of this tournament to now that you were able to overcome those odds?
Oh my god, so much. I think every piece of movement I did at the beginning, I think I've changed it completely. Like, no joke, I think I've redone all of my movements since first starting the tournament.
That's the improvement mindset you need to be going up to the top like this. I'd love to see that grinding kind of happening.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just like I added a bunch of stuff that I didn't do. So I started with a 103.58, and now every race I beat that time by like at least 40 seconds. So I'm just in shock, dude. Like I can't believe I anything.
I had 102.20 as your tournament PB. I don't know if that's accurate, but you were pretty much up there in the final race. Even with a sloppy beginning, you found yourself behind in race 3. Obviously, you were behind 1-0 at the beginning of this championship match. How did you stay loose and keep your mindset in the game?
Honestly, so I think the thing that really killed me in the first race was I was too excited. Like I usually like get rid of my nerves by being super excited and over the top, and I had a lot of nerves going to the race, and I could tell because I was acting really over the top. But now that like once I kind of got settled in, practiced some of like the snowdram, like all that crap that I messed up in the first race, I was able to play consistently. I popped off in that second race.
Yeah, no, it was night and day. That second race was insane. Like every mistake fixed.
Yeah, I just crazy, man. But one thing I like to point out at the ending in Moon. So I know I kind of heard you talking about like the third phase. My controller actually it disconnected for like 5 seconds. So I was super scared because my controller really disconnected on the final fast hat, and I had to.
Oh my.
So that really kind of tripped me out, but luckily I didn't make me lose a fast hat. I don't know how I made that. Yeah.
That would have been incredible if this tournament ended up being decided on a controller disconnect. That would have been the unluckiest thing to happen probably in the history of speedrunning.
Yeah, but
Wow.
I was really worried that was gonna happen because I would have lost a fast head and I would have had to go with like the controller disconnection screen. So yeah.
Saren, can we see that bracket again? I just want to give credit to all 4 runners that we've seen today. Salmon, you've lost to Dan, who finished 4th in the group phase. And then you ultimately came back, ran the table. Obviously, you lost race 1 to Duck today, and then just stuck it out all the way to the end. It's just incredible the talent parity that we have in this tournament. I've commentated tournaments where there were 0 seed upsets in a 32-person knockout. And you can see in this tournament that was absolutely not the case. Obviously, an 11 seed running the table, 11th coming out of the group phase, ending up winning the tournament. You defeated Wuxwu, who just won the bronze match earlier today. Obviously taking down Ocarina Stru and Super Wookie, who won their groups. I'm pretty sure, looking at this, you defeated 4 people who won their groups to win this tournament.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
If I'm reading this correctly, you beat a 6, 3, 7, and a 1.
Wow. That's interesting. I don't know. I don't really know how to feel about that. That's
No, I love it. I love the personality. I love the shock. It's awesome to see. Like you're just playing the video game, man. Like that's all it is.
Yeah, I just played the video game.
Yeah. Moving the red man and moving him very fast at that.
Yeah. He was cruising all right.
I do want to acknowledge Duck. Obviously a hard race, so we're gonna let him take some time to calm down a little bit. But how tough of an opponent was Duck? Because he played right on your tail this entire match.
Oh, Duck. Oh, I was twisted with. After the first match, he got a 101. I thought I was screwed for sure. I thought there was no chance, but he just kind of, like he said in the chat a couple times. I don't mean to be rude. Like his mental game really slipped, and just kind of like, I feel like his mental game just wasn't there. Whereas like, I like to say mine was better, but honestly, I think if this would have been best of 5, I think Twisted would have won because he really started coming back at the end. Except
Yeah.
for
Yep.
the 2D skip sucks.
That was gonna be my next question. If this is a best of 100, how many races do you think you win? Because I'm pretty sure it's like 50 or 51.
Yeah, I think Twisted's been popping off recently. He's gonna PB real soon, which is crazy considering his PB at the time. We have an inside joke that Twisted PB is a fluke, and at the time I think it was kind of a fluke because like, but now he's definitely worthy of his PB, and he can definitely get sub-hour soon. Okay, not soon, but like shortly, way quicker than I can, honestly. So yeah, good luck to Twisted, and
Yeah.
thanks for being such an awesome opponent.
Yeah, GG's to Duck. I've truly enjoyed watching you this entire tournament. Shame it ended this way, but you gave Salmon everything you had in the bag, and that you made this race as close as it was really just a testament to your overall game ability. So I would applaud, but it wouldn't get picked up on my mic. Just overall, final thoughts on the tournament. What was this experience like?
Honestly, okay. So going into the tournament, I didn't really know what I was expecting from this. I was going to do really poorly, because I've never done it too. This is my first tournament ever. And then I don't know. It was right after I came off of I was doing a lot of Dark Side, and so my people, I don't know. I just wasn't expecting much from me. I was going to get like not even out of the group stage, but now that I just slowly improved. I've been working so hard at any percent this entire time. I've actually like cried over this category and getting here. Like I think like at least like 3 times I cried. So it's crazy to think that I got here. And yeah.
Sub-hour soon?
It's a dream.
I was gonna say, is this kind of the end of any percent for you, or?
Oh god. I don't want to think about sub-hour yet because I am nowhere near. My stop isn't even sub-hour yet. So I just want to get 100. I'll probably take a little break from 80% after that, and then I'll go back to the sub-hour grind. But oh my god, that's scary to think about, man. I don't know.
Well, you've definitely earned a lot of new fans today. Congratulations again, taking home the victory in the Mario Odyssey Any Percent Open. Make sure that you apparently the Nightbot is just gonna crap out. There we go. Make sure you go follow both of these runners. They're grinding for sub-hour, they're grinding for low 100s, and they absolutely deserve your support. So definitely do go follow them. And make sure that you join us also tomorrow. We have a full day of Mario action. 16-star open starting at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. 3 hours later at 1:30. That is 13 and a half hours from now, if you guys just want to math it out where your time zone is. We begin with the bronze match, and I need to look up who's even playing because I've gotten so entrenched in Division B that I've completely
Buster and
forgotten.
Triple.
X and Buster
Thank you.
Doggy,
It's an
yeah.
amazing match, by the way. I definitely watched that.
Well, they're all going to be amazing. Like, if this was any prelude to what we're going to see on Sunday, I don't know that my heart's going to take it.
Yeah.
My heart barely survived this match. I don't know how you guys do it. If I was a sub-hour runner trying to run in that kind of pressure environment, I'd hit like a 130.
Yeah.
Triple X and Buster Doggy in the bronze match, and then it all comes down to Stravos and Jambo in the grand finale of the Any Percent Open best of 3. I cannot wait to see who's going to take those matches. I'm going to be on the call with Troy of Athens. So Troy stepping up for these first 2 races. Dry Blocks, man, you're a real trooper sticking with us for all 3. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dry.
No, of course, man. I love seeing it. You guys are great players. Great race to watch.
Yep, thanks a bunch.
And of course, thank you to all of you for watching and for your continued support of the Cool Cat Gang. We will see you tomorrow for the grand finale of the Any Percent Open. And we just saw an incredible grand finale from Division B, so do not miss tomorrow's action. Well done to all of the Division B runners. You guys have been awesome to watch this entire tournament. And so that I'm not going to talk all night, I'm just going to sign off. For Dry Blocks Man, for Jay Salmon, for Saren, our excellent restreamer, I am the AC Money. Good night, everybody, and thank you for watching Division B Any Percent Open.